Hello busy dads and busy people everywhere. This video is a little bit different to one of my normal videos. Today we're going to be doing a bit of a form clinic and I'm going to be sharing with you a general approach to the push-up part of your burpees that I think could really be the missing piece of the puzzle for very many of you. This is something that I've talked about with almost every one of the guys that I'm working with, and it's really proven revolutionary for them. I think that it can also be revolutionary for you. And what I want to talk about today is the proper point of contact between the chest and the ground when you're in the push-up part of your burpee. Many people rightly take pride in the idea of doing a burpee where the push-up part is so deep, so well executed that the chest comes all the way to the ground. And I think that that is indeed something we should be aiming for. But it's very important that we think properly about which part of the chest should be hitting the ground, about the proper point of contact between the chest and the ground. And the way I think this one through, drawing on my powerlifting experience, is to think about bench press, and especially to think about the point that the bar is coming to your chest in the bench press. That point that the bar is making contact with the chest is analogous to the chest hitting the ground in the push-up. Now, if you go into the gym and you see someone benching where the bar is coming up to their neck, this is a rookie error that you often see. You're going to wince. Why are you going to wince? Because you're worried that this person is going to give themselves a shoulder injury. Their shoulders are super flared. This is not safe for the shoulders. And very often, I see people making a similar kind of error in their push-ups. They're trying to bring the chest to the ground, but they're trying to bring their upper chest to the ground. Now, the thing is, if your hands are so wide that the first point of contact would be your upper chest, you're never going to be able to get down there because your shoulders just won't be flexible enough. And so something that very often happens is people then dip their head so that their head is touching the ground. They get a point of contact with the ground either with their chin or their nose, and then they boast about the fact that their nose comes to the ground in every rep. My friends, if your nose is coming to the ground in every rep, the likelihood is that your hand positioning is off and that you're not hitting the proper point of contact and that the push-ups are not looking the way that they should. To return to the gym analogy, you know that someone is executing their bench press properly when the bar is coming down to the sternum. That's where the shoulders are safe. That is the point that you're pushing out from. And in the same way, using that perspective, I propose that we think that the point of contact between the chest and the ground in the push should be right down here at the sternum. Okay, now, if that's your mentality, that will motivate you to play around with your hand positioning. As I said, if your hands are too far forward, okay, it's not going to be possible to get much deeper than this without injuring your shoulder. So again, what will happen, okay, this might be familiar to you, is you'll get down here and then your nose will come to the ground. Okay. And notice here that when I'm doing that, my hands are way in front of my shoulders. My fingertips are kind of in line with the top of my head. What I want you to do instead is pull your arms right back so that your fingertips are no further than the top of your shoulder, the front of your shoulder, of your delt, so that when you're in the 2 count of your burpee, setting up for the push, okay, you're loading onto the shoulders. The shoulders are directly above your fingertips. Now, from this point, if you are keeping your core straight, and if you are keeping your glutes tucked, and your body positioning is right, and you go down, what's the first part of the chest that is going to hit the ground? It's the sternum, okay? And if you rep from here, okay, you're going to protect your shoulders, you're going to get excellent core stimulation, and you're going to get a really good point of contact with the ground. You'll get every single burpee looking the same, you'll get excellent chest stimulation in every rep, and you will keep your shoulders safe. And it all comes down to moving the hands back so that they're not too far forward, keeping your body tensed, and once you've done that setup in the 2 count, You now have a quality control mechanism that you can use in every rep. I want to feel my sternum smashing the ground in every single rep. I'm not bothered about bringing my upper chest down, still less about bringing my head down. As long as my sternum is hitting the ground, I know I'm setting up properly. So again, okay, instead of being out here, we're here. Okay, we're loading onto the shoulder. And this is what the rep should be looking like. Okay, and as I said, if this is your positioning, your burpees will look the same every time. And you will get proper depth without putting your shoulders at risk. So my friends, I hope that that has been helpful to you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I'll do my very best to respond to them. And I'll look forward to seeing you all again very soon.